Hello soulmates, I welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this trendy backless halter neck shirt that you are seeing right here. So if you're new here, you're highly welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, like, comment and also share. And to my 10 subscribers, thank you guys for your support. So without wasting much time, let's dive right into the pattern drafting. So here is my pattern and this is my button allowance. Sorry, I wrote zip allowance, okay? This is my button allowance of 2 inches. So now I'll go ahead and chop down half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. From the 8 inches, I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slope. And from the 1 inches, I'll go ahead and come down by 8 inches for my armhole. So now I'll connect from my shoulder slope down to my armhole. So next, I'll measure from my shoulder down to my armhole. What I have there is 9 inches. So I'll check it down here also. Then I would like a straight line. This line here is my chest line, okay? This is my chest line. So next, I'll go ahead and measure from my shoulder down to my bust point, which is 11 inches. Shoulder to waist and then my full length. My full length is 27 inches, okay? So my bust point, my waist and then full length. After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together. And this is what I have, okay? Chest line, bust, waist and then full length. So next I'll go ahead and divide my armhole into 2, get the midpoint. From the midpoint I'll come in by 0.5. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to my shoulder slope this way. Next I'll divide my bust circumference by 4, then I'll chalk it down. After that I'll use my curve ruler to connect it this way. This is my armhole curve, okay? So next I'll go ahead and chalk down my neck width. I'll be making use of neck width 2.5 inches and the depth also will be 2.5 inches, okay? After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together with my curve ruler. So next, I'll connect from my neck width down to my shoulder slope this way. And this is what I have, okay? So now, I'll go ahead and chalk down the circumference of my body. My bust divide by 4, I'll chalk it down. Then I'll add extra 1 inches, both for ease and also sewing allowance, okay? So on my waistline, my waist circumference divided by 4 plus 1 inches for ease and for sewing allowance. On my top length, I'll be using my hip circumference divided by 4, then plus 1 inches, okay? After that, I'll go ahead and connect them together this way. And this is what I have, okay? So now, from my neck width, I'll go ahead and connect it this way down to my armhole. Remember, it's an alternate neckline. So I'll connect it this way down to my armhole. And this is what I have for the front. So now, from the side of the front, I'll come up by 3 inches, okay? I'll come up by 3 inches and I'll connect it down to my top length. And this is what I have, okay? So guys, this is all for the front pattern drafting. I'll go ahead and cut it out. But before doing that, I'll go ahead and extend my markings to my button allowance, okay? So from the upper part, I'll come down by my neck depth, which is 2.5 inches, and I'll go ahead and extend it to that point. And this is what I have. So now I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. Okay, so let's do that, guys. Just watch carefully. So now this is what I have. I'll go ahead and use this pattern to cut out my my front fabric. I'll be cutting 2 pieces of it. So here is my front fabric. I added 0.5 seam allowance at the armhole side. Okay, this is what I have. I have 2 of it here. So I'll go ahead and open it up this way. Okay, this is what I have. So now I'll keep this aside. Let's cut out the back fabric. So first I'll go ahead and cut out my button allowance. Okay, this button allowance, go ahead and cut it out. And I'll cut through my chest line. Okay, and from the side we came up by 3 inches. I'll go ahead and come up by 3 inches on this side also. Then I'll connect a straight line. The front part is longer than the back, okay? So now I'll cut out this part. cut this part out. So this is what I need for my back fabric. Okay, this is what I'll be using to cut out my back fabric. So now I have long piece of fabric here. This is what I have. I have two pieces of it. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and place my pattern on it this way. Then I'll cut out the side. Just watch what I'll be doing, guys. Go ahead and cut out this side. Cut out the upper part also. And this is what I have, okay? So now we'll go ahead and reduce the other side. It's a bit wide, that is this side. I'll go ahead and reduce it a bit. So let's do that. You can come in on both sides by 3 inches and reduce it this way. And this is what I have, okay? So now I'll go ahead and cut out the second piece of it using this one. I'll place it on it and I'll cut it out, okay? So let's go and do that, guys. So this is what I have after I was done cutting it out. I have two pieces of my back fabric here. Okay, place it this way, right side facing right side. Then we'll be sewing it together this way. Okay, making sure that both sides are equal. So now I'll keep the back fabric aside. This is the front fabric. So now I'll go ahead and sew in my button allowance. I added 2 inches to the front part for my button allowance. Okay, so I'll fold my fabric into two. First of all, fold 1 inches. Then you fold another 1 inches. Okay, then you go ahead and sew it down on both sides. So guys, after I was done sewing the both of them down, this is what I have looking so neat. Make sure you press it down very well. So now I'll go ahead and bring in my back fabric, right side facing right side, and I'll sew the sides together. Okay, and I also go ahead and sew this side together. Make sure right side is facing right side, okay? Then you sew it down. So guys, after I was done sewing it down, this is what I have looking so neat. Make sure you open and press it very well. Make sure you open and press, okay? This is what I have. This is the other side. So now I'll go ahead and sew in this side. There's the armhole side. I'll fold it in into two, quarter quarter, fold in quarter into two. Then you sew it down from the neckline down to the armhole and to the back side, okay? And also hem the down part. Sew it and also repeat the same process on this other side, okay? So let's go and do that, guys. So after I was done sewing them down, this is what I have looking so neat. Make sure you iron it down, okay? This is the other side. And also make sure you sew this side also. So this is what I have, okay? Make sure you give it a good press. I've not done that, I'll still do that, okay? Make sure you give it a good press so that that part will relax. So now we'll go over to the collar, okay? It's time for the collar. So first, measure the circumference of your neck, okay? Measure the circumference of your neck, not your clothes, your neck, okay? Mine is 17 inches. Circumference of my neck is 17 inches. So now I'll go ahead and fold in my fabric, my pattern into two. I'll fold my pattern into two this way. My round neck is 17 inches, okay? Divide by 2. I have 8.5. So my pattern is on fold, okay? So I'll chalk down 8.5. This is 8.5, okay? So now I'll connect a straight line. So from the base, I'll come up by 1 inches first. I'll come up by 1 inches. And I'll connect a straight line. After that, I'll come up again by by 0.75. I'll come up by 0.75. Then I'll connect a straight line. Then I'll come up again by 1.25. 1.25. Then I'll connect a straight line. So next I'll go ahead and get the midpoint. Okay, this is the midpoint. Then I'll connect a straight line. So from this point I'll come in by 1 inches and I'll connect it down. Then I'll connect it this way. Okay, so now you can choose to leave your pattern this way, or you curve it, give it a curve on this side, or you maintain the straight line. Okay, I'll be maintaining the straight line. I want this part to be straight. You can choose to leave it straight or give it a curve. Okay, so now I'll cut through this line. Then I'll cut it this way. This is a two-piece collar, but I'll cut it together. Okay, I want to sew them together, but this is a two-piece collar pattern. Okay, so now I'll go ahead and cut out my fabric. I'll be adding 0.5 seam allowance round. I'll go ahead and cut out my fabric. So let's go and do that. So here is my fabric. I have two pieces of it here. Okay, I added 0.5 seam allowance round, and I added collar gum to this one, just one of it. Okay, this is my collar gum on it. So now I'll go ahead and sew it round, but before doing that you fold in 0.5. Okay, fold in 0.5 on both sides this way. Can you see what I'm doing? Fold in 0.5 this way, then go ahead and sew each round. Okay, also fold this side also. So let's go and do that, guys. So after I was done sewing, this is what I have. Make sure you notch this point very well so that your collar will relax. This is what I have, looking so neat. Okay, so now I'll bring in my shirt and I'll place it inside of it this way, making sure this part is on fold. Okay, make sure you fold in 0.5 at the down part. Then you place in your shirt inside of it this way. Then you use 0.5 at the upper part to cover it up. Okay, so what I have here. Then you top stitch on it. Okay, you put the same process on this other side. Placing your shirt inside of your collar this way. Sew it and also top stitch on this other side. Sew it neatly. Okay, so let's go and do that, guys. So after I was done sewing this shirt, this is the final look of it. This is the front view, looking so neat. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and also share for more videos. See you all in my next tutorial. Bye.